I'm just trying to get some stuff organized. But here we go. We got the game loaded. Responding to some emails. That's part of my gig. Let's fix this. Let's change this to this one. Okay, so this is Unreal Engine. This is the game I'm working on. Bricks over the blocks. One of the things I wanted to show you too. I don't know if I have it here. So task lists. This is how our team keeps all our tasks. I will eat that in a little bit. Okay. This is how our team organizes our tasks. I hope my team doesn't mind me sharing this. If you do, let me know. I'll edit it and delete it. But essentially, we use Discord. We use Discord to keep our tasks every week. Just to show you a day in the life of a indie game developer who only can work on their game part-time. So my tasks, you can see the Checkpoint Professor right there on our Discord. By the way, you can join our Discord. I'll put a link in the chat. We have a team roles and as well as community roles. So we'd love to have you in there. We plan on keeping more updates and stuff. So my tasks for this week, after our meeting on Wednesday, is to continue set dressing and updating the forest level, which we're going to look at in just a moment. The Steam Deck, which I'll show you here. I was actually going to do a Steam Deck stream this morning, but I've noticed our game is playing differently on the Steam Deck than it is on the PC. So I plan on doing a top-down camera view of me actually playing on the deck. A lot of times I'll dock it and play it on the PC, but it seems to play differently as well. And so I am going to do as much of a full playthrough as I can on the Steam Deck, so I can give feedback from my team. Video is an amazing way to give that feedback. And so I'll be playing through the game and giving everybody feedback on that. I need to plan and schedule release dates. And when I say release dates for the media and that we're sharing about the game on social media, on Steam, etc. Our release dates, we plan on doing a build every 2 weeks. So if you purchase the game and support our channel, support our platform, support our game, our plan is to do game updates. And now my Steam Deck is turning on. We plan on doing game updates every 1st and 15th of the month. So you'll see changes as we make them, even on here. For example, this week I added a single level for the forest level that's just placeholder. So you'll see a lot of placeholder work and that kind of stuff in the game. Here is the game up on Steam. It looks like my Steam Deck is charged enough to turn on. So I'm just going to plug it in and leave it there. That playthrough may have to happen later. But I'm hoping to do more streams like this where we just hop in and work on the game for an hour or two a day. So yeah, so I'm going to be working on it about 10 hours a week. A lot of it is answering emails, responding to things. I need to release a soundtrack update. So that is about 90% of the way finished on Steam. Turns out adding a soundtrack is a lot like adding a game. So there's certain transcription things that I have to do to it as well, so that the tracks play the name and title of each track. Learning curve. I've got to learn how to do all that, and then you need all the images that go along with a Steam update. So I'll be working on those. When I look at Cuphead's soundtrack as an example, is just a really easy soundtrack layout. So that's what we're working on. After that, I am researching how to submit the game to Nintendo and what kind of requirements are going to be associated with that. So that's kind of our stretch goal here. The thing that I didn't mention on the task list is also looking up how to release our game on the Epic Store. So I think that's another platform that I hadn't even really considered until this last week that is totally viable, since I think we have everything already built out for it. That'll be really easy. So that being said, feel free to ask me any questions. Comments, we love it. So if anyone wants to know about my setup here, It gets confusing at times. I've got 2 mice, 2 keyboards. I'm working on two PCs essentially at the same time. So on the PC, the screen that you can't see, I've got Photoshop working on there. So I may do some of my soundtrack stuff on there. I also need to edit some videos. I'm hoping to edit out chunks of this video to use as content for our YouTube channel. It would be awesome if I could start to get out daily content. It's a lot of work, but I think it'll pay off.